we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Greystone travel. Let's go.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Down. 60 or.
Come off the ball hard.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Strong left.
Let's get it together, defense.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Set. 15 lining, 15 lining. 40-61. Match box.
Throwing on first down. Love.
Kill.
He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings, Jr. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Off the play fake. Love. It's complete to Robinson. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
30 base, let's go. 80 weapon.
Check.
Go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Gary Jennings with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Nickel. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Bandit.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Christian Wilkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He'll take a shot for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Motion. Watch 10. Hey, we got tight right. Watch the safety creep. Check 52.
Check the backer.
Hey, lock it.
Check 9.
Throwing again. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Eason. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A Miami 1st down. That one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kalen Ballage out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Ballage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Looking to throw. Love. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the 17-yard line.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Check three. General, West.
4-7's a Mike. 4-7's a Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. 47. 47's the Mike.
On 1st down, Love. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Check three.
Back to throw. Love. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Rashad Perriman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards to pick up there.
And the Saints 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Out. 25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, Team 6, Team 6.
To throw on second down, Eason under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Yeah, and it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after here coming up. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On first and 10, Eason, rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Trying the right side with Howard. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 10's the mic. 10.
From the gun, Eason. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
A gain of 19
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
23-yard line.
80 weapons.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
They go.
They run with Bonifant. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd down.
Bullet high.
Mike 10.
Two.
Operating from the gun. Eason.
Let him know.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a safe touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Dolphins 19, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go. The ball. Ready to go.
Throwing on first down. Love. This is Jennings. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the wide. Bang, 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 bang.
"58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there."
Operating from the gun, Love. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Brashad Perriman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Next to score, Dolphins 26, Saints 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Looking to throw. Eason. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw. Love sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check.
2nd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 8. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Dolphins 33, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go, Dan. Here we go. Watch.
Second and 14. Airing it out deep for Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
All day, baby. All day, baby. Ready, go.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go. Check 99. Check 99.
Now it's Miller running right. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The stop by Marcus.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On the double.
47. Mike's 47.
Chopper. He's tired of us.
On 3rd down, Love. And Jennings has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
58's the mic. Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
To throw on third down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Shift! Watch the shift!
On first down, Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Turn it up. Shift.
Hey. High 7. Big rip.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason is going to float this one deep right side. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Eason. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Gain of 27 on the play. First down, Saints.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again, Eason. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now it's the backup Stafford. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Balaj. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.